Unsettling Images, Part 2.
I found another dumb slideshow that I'm angry at. This one is all signs, so let's go through it. Here's the first one. Hitchhikers may be escaped inmates. This sign is real, and the description of it being near Oklahoma City, it could be true. These signs exist, and there are plenty in Oklahoma. You put them near prisons because if people escape, there's a good chance that they might try to hitchhike to get out of there. So these signs are somewhat useful in that regard. I don't know where this exact sign is, but I know there are plenty in Oklahoma and plenty near Oklahoma City. Just couldn't confirm this specific one. There are still World War II defenses in Pennsylvania today. I have no idea what this caption is referring to, and I think whatever AI spits out this hot garbage on an industrial basis probably glitched out. The actual sign is a sign for Centralia, Pennsylvania, where there has been a massive fire going since the 1960s in the underground mines. The entire town had to be evacuated, and it's mostly abandoned by now. Fun fact, it's the town Silent Hill was based off of, except no, that's not a fun fact, it's false. Silent Hill was not based on Centralia, and if you bring that up in any Silent Hill fan group, they will publicly humiliate you. This hazardous mine sign is from Aspen, Colorado, where there are a lot of old silver mines that they do tours of. People used to go into the silver mines because they're dumb, and going into mines when you have no skills or equipment is a great way to die. So yeah, that's about it. Though I will link the article down below that I found talking about this, because it just seems like a lovely little town, and the tour guide seems really enthusiastic. Can't really rank based off of the caption, because there is no caption, but this sign is real. It's from Wolcombe Bay in North Devon, England, and it is true that old, World War II defenses do wash up there, but not for the reason you think. The defenses were on that beach because it was a training ground. This particular beach was used for training United States troops for D-Day. They would practice the D-Day landings and everything involved with it on this beach, and so they had an entire fake German defense system built on there to help them best prepare for when D-Day actually happens. So, pretty cool bit of history that probably most people don't know about. This one is fully real, and do not mess with manure piles unless you have the correct equipment or training. Manure piles don't only make hydrogen sulfide, but also methane, ammonia, and carbon dioxide, and in large amounts. It's the type of thing where if you walk onto a manure pile, you will suffocate without even knowing you're suffocating, because these particles interact with your body in that way. This sign is not that scary at all, because it was just part of a public art exhibit. The exhibit was by a guy named Anthony Diacenza, and it basically was just putting up a bunch of signs that look like normal public signs, but with weird captions. A lot of them were meant to be vaguely ominous, like "It will end with tears" or "Coming up great horrors." I'll link the Wayback link somewhere, because you can't find the page of these things anymore, but you can find their old Wayback archive. This sign is real, and the story about the man in Jersey having his window smashed by a random hammer is real, but they are completely unrelated. The man was driving and someone threw a hammer out of a bush and it hit his car. From what I can gather, this sign is from a little glass shop throughway the sign is just there to tell you, hey, don't drive through here, this is a private area. This one is funny for several reasons. First off, it's clearly a reference to Nightmare on Elm Street. If I saw this in someone's front yard during Halloween, I'd just be like, oh, it's a Halloween decoration. Second, one reverse image search reveals this is literally the second place winner for a scary sign Photoshop contest. You can't even make this up. Once again, I'll link the thing in the description, because a lot of these Photoshops are really fun. So, let's answer the question, which should I find the scariest? Just about none of them, Creaky Corridor. So, let's go with the final rating, shall we? I'm going to give Hitchhikers a full point for being both a real sign and probably in Oklahoma. Centralia sign with World War II defenses still in Pennsylvania gets a 0. You're going to get another full point for the Colorado mine one, because the sign is real, and also, Colorado does have a history of mining silver. I begrudgingly give you another point on this one, because the caption isn't false, and the sign is real. Gas 1 gets a full point, and once again, I cannot stress enough, this is true. If you see a manure pile, or just anything like that, do not go near it, do not mess with it. Another begrudging point, because it's a real sign and the caption isn't technically false. Just a public art thing, not scary though. This one gets a big fat goose egg, because while the caption and the sign are both real things, they have nothing to do with each other, and they were put together to make it a cool story for views. If you want a cool story with a sign, don't make stuff up or combine fake stuff. There's so many more cool things out there. You don't need to make stuff up. Just look put in any effort. Elm Street also gets a point because it is a real picture, and once again, the caption isn't false. Finally, I'm going to subtract 1.5 points because all of the pictures are extremely low quality and cropped. The reason for this is the original high quality images are easy to find online, which means these images weren't found by the creator. They found these probably from another TikTok and then stole them. You know, they screenshotted the video or saved the video or slideshow and then cropped out the watermark. So that's why they all suck, and that is why I'm taking points, because that's not original. That's just more thievery. So that gives us a final score of 4.5 out of 10, or about a 56%. Still not a passing grade, but an improvement over the previous slideshow. So with a bit more effort, this guy might be able to actually make stuff worth watching. That's it for this one. New Femboys episode comes out tomorrow, and I'm going to start pumping out more of these slideshow things because they are apparently the only thing people watch on my channel.